going on, guys? Cyn for the win here. We are back with our franchise mode as the Seattle Vikings. We're picking up where we left off here just before the trade deadline. And 45-15-2, not too bad. Now, I don't think we're going to change up anything, really. I mean, I don't think anything needs to be changed. I mean, you see how our team's performing. I think we're very well built throughout everywhere. I mean, we've got tremendous depth. Sure, our third line center isn't very extremely strong, but he's well built. He's got good faceoffs too, which we do lack. So I don't know if changing up this would boost us up that much. I kind of like Sim. He's a penalty killer. He has decent faceoffs. 76 for a third line center is actually not too bad. He doesn't put up a lot of points, sure, but he doesn't really need to. He's a defensive center. And, I don't know, he just kind of gets the job done for us. So I really like him in the role that he's in. He might even be a fourth-line center at some point, but hopefully, maybe gets another one or maybe two overall boosts before he's done growing, and that would be perfect. But even if he doesn't, I still think he's very good for that role. So, yeah, I really don't think we'll be making a change here. I think our combinations are good. Everyone's kind of getting ice time that they need. I think what I'm going to do is that was suggested. Switch to manual rotations. Give Marty Lynch a few more games. Because he has only played 4 games since he's been up here. Which isn't really enough. So we'll probably actually split him more towards almost 50-50 at the end here. Not exactly. I want to give Ward probably 55 games played. And I think, well, that actually might be perfect. I'll give him 55 games played, and then Ward would take the other 10. What we have, 20 games left, so 10 and 10 basically is what we're going to be doing here. So I might do 5-5-5-5 for the goaltenders here. That would be the easiest way to go around it, unless there's back-to-backs. It might be a little difficult, but we did have a lot of back-to-backs earlier, so let's check the calendar here. If there are back-to-backs, I'll think of a different thing. There's one, but 1, 2. Well, perfect. It's it's the 5th one. Then 1, 2, oh my goodness, 3. Oh my god, how many back-to-backs are in this season? My goodness. That's a lot of back-to-backs. Oh, whatever. We'll give him one game, then give the other guy. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'll figure out a way to make it work. Yeah, but I definitely think that we should switch to manual rotations. Definitely want to see what Lynch can do a bit more, and he seems to be doing very well. So if he can maintain, I mean, we should maybe win an extra game or two with him in net, maybe, just because of what his stats look like now. It's a very, very small sample size, so that's far from a guarantee. But it could be a thing. We have lost a few games here in the recent stretch, but again, all we really care about is making the playoffs, and we're pretty much guaranteed to do that. And hopefully stay healthy. That's another thing. We do not want to have any major injuries here. So that's the thing. We got to stay healthy, get to the playoffs. I might actually look at some extensions right now. Ekman Larson wants to come back. I don't know if we're getting him back, so I'm holding off on him. Malmstrom, Brzgal probably not, but I definitely want Malmstrom back. A little concerning that he doesn't want to sign. And I don't know if I'll be getting him for much less. 6 years, I mean. Yeah, I do want to sign him, but I wish he wasn't asking for that much. Now, Hambius, on the other hand, you know what? This actually might go low enough to be worth it for a third line in between guy. And, of course, I don't have my phone with me, so hold on. So this would be 5.85. If I go lower to 2 years, it'd be less. Let's see. We got 11 mil space. We're going to have to also sign Manning. This is going to be tight, definitely. Brzgalev is going to be gone, most likely. I mean, this is kind of our last year with him. There's no way we'll be able to sign him when he doesn't want an extension for something like way less. That's just not really going to work. But I definitely would need to get Manning back here. So he actually wants a very reasonable deal. And that's 4 years. That's actually a very good deal for 4 years. How much if I crank him up? Oh, that jumps up quite a bit. Damn, I was hoping that it wouldn't jump up as much. But yeah, 4 years will be good. Now's the time where we have to actually start doing a bit less. We have to kind of be a lot more careful. But yeah, dude, 4.8 for 4 years for a second line center is very good at this stage. Actually do, oh no, 4.8. So we'll do that for Manning, definitely. Ezra, I think we want to get him. Now I'm debating between 2 or 3 years here. Might have to be 2, but 3 years, it's 1 extra year at a sort of a better price there. It's not an amazing price, but... And we do have Krebs, I'm not too sure about him. Pino, we're likely going to have to sign. But this guy is also a lefty, correct? Yeah. Well, we are going to lose Ekman Larson. Then it'll be a combination of Pete, Krebs, and then the other guy. Vorbiot, well, one of them, we're going to have like one extra lefty, and we just don't have enough righties quite yet. Vorbiov's already signed to 3 extra. Okay, 3 years. So Pino wants that 3 years at a very reasonable price once again. So defense will be able to save a bit of money here. Yeah, that's $391 for a 3-year extension. That's pretty damn good. So right there, I think that's fair. He should grow. If he doesn't, that's still a good contract for his overall. I'm going to hold off on Krebs. Not sure about him. Sofolas, I'm holding off on him. He's not a for sure thing. He's more of a depth guy right now. I don't know if he'll be able to take Brizgal's spot or if he'll like someone else better, but he has been pretty good. Let me just check. I'm not going to sign him right now, but it'd be nice to get a good idea. Yeah, great defensive player. He's got a bit of offensive skill. Decent skater. Above 80 is decent for a depth kind of guy. Like mid-80s. Yeah. Yeah, no, he's decent. Okay. Alright, so let's get Hamuse here. We'll be able to save a bit of money with Brizgalov. Malmstrom's going to go up. So we'll pretty much, with save with Brizgalov, we're going to put in the Malmstrom. It's going to be a tight year next year for contracts, no doubt. Especially with Lynch coming off here. Luckily, he wants a bridge deal, but that jumps up a lot after that. So I'll likely assign him to this bridge deal now because this is actually going to be a very good price. Yeah, probably. Alright, well. It's going to be tight next year. We're getting into that territory where it is going to be tight. Heischer does not want an extension. That is very odd. I might have to wait on that. Hopefully he wants one. Yeah, oh my god. I can't offer him that, and if the fact that he doesn't want an extension makes that very difficult. This is going to be tough. Okay, well, I want to lock in Hamuse, I think. I might have to only do 2 years. Let's see the price differential here. So either 5.5 for 2 years or 5.8 for 3 years. I might prefer the extra year, or 5.85. Yeah, I think I might prefer the extra year here. Just because what he brings to the table. Of course, we could always trade the contract, even though I know no one's going to want him to be traded. Might have to trade something, but this for a third line / power play guy type of deal, this is about as good as it gets. Or, like, well, for what his overall is, like, this is as low as we're probably going to get it. In 3 years, it's not a bad amount of time with a guy like this. I can, we can lower his fighting down, too, so he's, like, on the ice more. Better production, etc. He's built really solidly. All right, well, let's offer him that. That's going to be all that we offer right now. We're going to probably, Brizgal's going to drop. I want to get back Malmstrom and Heischer. I just hope he changes his mind and wants an extension, because if he doesn't, that puts us in a very tough spot. Really tough spot. Yeah, and we're going to have to pay one of these guys big money, but we're going to see who it's going to be. Most likely it'll be Lynch. We'll have to see. All right, well, that's all we'll do right now for the in the contract side of things. I don't want to go too overboard. Again, I'm not going to offer anyone who says they don't want an extension right now. That might change. I'm hoping it does, but it might not at the same time. It's going to be tough. I really don't want to lose Heischer. And we should probably try to do everything in our power to keep him. He's been incredible for us. Alright, so let's turn off automated goalie rotation. Someone please remind me to turn them back on, because I will forget. Excuse me. Alright, so auto-rotate goalies is off. We're going to do like a 5-and-5 thing here with our tendies. Alrighty. I definitely think Lynch needs some more games here. So I guess we'll start with Ward. Yeah, we'll start with Ward here. See how he does. And if Lynch is just doing incredible, maybe we give him a few extra games, you know. A few extra wins, give him a few extra games. Something like that. So, yeah, we're not going to make any trades. Our team is set. Let's get our chemistry up. Let's say we send him up to here and see how Ward does. Yep, trade deadline almost upon us, blah, blah, blah. See if anyone's going to offer us some last-minute trades here. We're not obviously going to accept them unless I see something that I wouldn't mind giving up. So Manning accepted the extension. That's good. That's a very good contract for Manning. Pino accepted. Hamhuis accepted. Lynch accepted. So everyone accepted. Good. Krebs were likely might not get back here. So that's, what was that, 2 wins? No, it was only 1 win. He lost 2. How do you guys... Someone on waivers. I probably don't need him at all. Yeah, it's a no. They usually happens like before the deadline. That's a nice close victory right there. And then a shootout win. Not bad. So we went, what, 3-2? Yeah, we lost that game in reg. Yeah, so we went 3-2 there. Not bad right there for Ward. But now it's time for Marty Lynch. And he's sure still maintaining that 10 points above point a game. I mean, I don't think he's worth that 13 mil. He's worth a lot, but I would like to get him around like 11, 12 area. That's what I think would be a bit more fair. I mean, we have a great deal on Boyle, but, you know, well, that is for 4 more years. It's an incredible deal. Karpovtsev on a pretty solid deal, too. Nyquist, you know, he might be on his way out, because you know what? We know he's only up there with the statistical stuff, but he is very good. I mean, he's going to keep maintaining that, which makes it hard to, you know, give him up. Henrik is definitely going to want more next when his contract's up, so we're going to be getting into that danger territory here. Bermanis has at least got an extra year on that entry level. Same with Burmistrov. Krebs, though, we're going to probably have to start. I mean, I don't think this guy's too long-term. Yeah, he's good and all, but he's not as good defensively as Hamhuis or Bermanis to make you think that this guy's going to be our long-term third-line utility guy. It's just, I don't think that's going to be a thing. Anyway, let's change the goalie here. Get Lynch in there. He'll play some games. Hopefully he has a better net performance and maybe make me want to keep him in there for some extra games. We'll see how Marty Lynch does at the helm. Now we'll sim up to here. I will likely switch him out, but if he did well, I'll only play Ward for 1 game in there. So that's a tough loss. He did well. Lost in the shootout, though. Only 2 goals allowed in regulation. That's a tough loss. He probably got yanked. Then he came back with a win at least, but he didn't really wow me there, especially with that game. He had a rough going. So we'll probably give it back to Ward, let him play up till like there, and then we'll give it back to Lynch and see what he can do. I might not get him perfect even with the 5-5 here or whatever, or 10-10, but we also got to go with, you know, sort of the hot hand in a lot of cases. But he got 3 games played. He probably wrecked his stats with that 1 game because he has so few games played, but hey, I mean, that's what we were trying to see. So what is this? Ward's back in. Let's give him these 3 games. I'll decide if I want to get him the first or the second game, but that back-to-back. Probably just give him the first. It'll be a lot easier. He seems to be doing better. All right, let's check the scouting report. Remember, I'm just auto scouting here, and it's doing a great job. I think it's just because my scouts are listed so damn high. Wow. A couple defensemen here in the late third. Not bad. We still got that gem pinned. And those 2 guys pinned. Alright. Not bad. It's definitely not as efficient as me manually scouting, but you still get a lot figured out. Leach is fully healed. Was he? Yeah, I think he was out. Yeah, because Tucker was in his place. Tucker's a 75. How's this guy built? Not incredibly, especially for the defensive end of things, but he's a sniper. Yeah, not bad, but let's get Leach back in there. Now, some of these guys that we have down here are not good skaters, as was pointed out. Colborn's not a good skater. And then I took a look. Koliakovos not a good skater. Watt is a decent skater. Not amazing defensively, though. So they all kind of have things that they do well and then other things they don't. Now, what I like about Hamalainen is looking like this guy could be a very, very strong just 4th liner for us. As a 5th round pick, that's pretty damn good. And 88, 82, and 87 for his defensive stats. He's a right winger, but with a left-handed shot. He's decent skating. At least it's over 80. And he kind of brings a bit of everything to the table. I kind of like what he looks like. So he could be decent for us down the road here. Those other guys, maybe not so much. I mean, their skating's just kind of weak. Well, they got, they bring other things to the table. Like, Kolyakova doesn't have amazing defense. Neither really does Colborn. I mean, he's got good offensive stats, but I wish his offensive stats were lower and his skating was better. Excuse me. A bunch of different things that could make this guy just a better prospect overall here. Low skating. I don't know how much that comes into effect in the sim, but it could be relatively significant, although it doesn't seem to be hurting his production here. I don't know. Anyway, we'll continue the sim here. Another win right there for Ward. He definitely seems to be the better one. Bermanis has been injured March 29th. Okay, luckily he's coming back pretty quick. But we're going to have to throw in Sophilus here, which is no big deal. He will be on the power play, but I don't really care about that. Actually, no, I can put someone else in there if I want to. Might as well put Krebs or something in there. Since we have him, might as well use him. Let's try Krebs for a bit. I'll remember to put him back in. Yeah, it's not for too long that Bermanis is out. I mean, he'll probably be back before the next game. Yeah, I'll give Ward another start here because he's doing better. But then I'll probably just give Lynch 5 in a row. All right, lost right there in the shootout, but I mean, 2 goals against, 1 goal against, 3 goals against, 2 goals against, and well, that's regulation. So he did very good right there. So now it's time for Lynch to maybe have some redemption here. He sure is below the 10 points of point a game, but that's okay. Don't really care. We're still doing great. All right. Lynch, how's his stats? Yeah, they dropped pretty hefty after that game. Ward should be improving, though. All right, Lynch is going to have a bunch more games in a row here. Is there another back-to-back coming up already? Oh, yeah, there is. This one's a freaking back-to-back. Jesus. Well, at least give him those 2 games. Then maybe sub him out for 1. And then maybe try to even give Lynch the remaining games. Besides maybe the last game of the season. Get Ward back in there to get him ready for the playoffs. 4 goals allowed. I don't know. Maybe one's an empty netter. But then another 4 goals allowed. Like, I don't know. Lynch, I think I realized why they weren't playing him a huge amount of games. He's just not consistent enough yet. And not good enough yet. But it's, I guess, good to get him these amount of starts. I mean, we're at least going to give him like a solid 15 starts. Which isn't bad in the NHL. For your first year and coming in, part of the way through. All right, we'll see how Ward does in this game. I might give him 2 games. Pino's been injured. Ugh, okay, well, luckily it's all kind of happening now, and they should all be back for the playoffs April 9th. That's kind of close, but Vajaholi, he jumps in there. Bermanis is fully healed now. Good. All right, so we can get him back in there. Sophilus has always been solid, though. I think his plus-minus went up. I think it was only plus 13 or 14. Maybe it was plus 15. All right, Bermanis back in. Make sure to get him on the power play, too, because that's where he was. And he was doing fantastic there. Big win right there. I got to give him an extra game, man. He's doing well. And I might give Lynch the last 3 or last 4. I'm going to give him at least a 3. See how he does, and if I want to give him that last one. But I might want to put... Oh, wow. Big old jump there from Escher. I still might want to put Ward back in for the last game of the season. Get him ready for the playoffs. Don't have him sit for too long. All right, let's do it. Watch him get injured in the last game of the playoffs. Or the last game before the playoffs. So we're going to give Lynch these 3 games here. See how he does. If he does really, really well, I'll give him the last game, maybe. That guy wasn't even out, was he? He didn't allow much. We didn't score for him, so obviously can't blame him for that one. We lose right there. Oh, man. Yeah, no, he's not good enough. Not good enough, but at least we're learning. So take him out. Our locker room chemistry fell a lot from that. Now, I don't know if that's from how much we were playing our backup there. Yeah, he did really, really horribly. Lynch did horribly. So hindsight, you should have kept on the rotations. But hindsight's always 20/20. I'm not going to beat myself up about it. All we really want to do is make the playoffs. At least we kind of gave him a shot there. He didn't do well. That's for damn sure. And Ward's jumping right back in. Pino is fully healed. That's good. We need him back. So we do that again. Pino hops back in. And we're set. We won the last game of the season 6-4. Let's sim up a bit, see what the playoff matchup's going to be. 56-21-5. Very good. Okay, we're taking on LA in the first round. So no Edmonton. But we got LA in the first round here. All right. Not too bad. Okay. Let's see how our team ended up this season. Locker room chemistry did go back up at least. Probably because we made the playoffs. Hopefully it'll go back up now with Ward back in as our starter. 117-point season. My goodness. 3.57 goals for, 2.61 goals against. That's still got to improve a bit. Power play percentage 25.1. Very good. Penalty kill 77. Not too strong. We'll see if it turns itself around for the playoffs. And we took a bit more penalties than we usually do. We did get 6 shorties though. That's pretty impressive. 27-11-3 on home ice, 29-10-2 on the road, 5-3-2 in the last 10. We didn't have the strongest end of the season, but we were doing a lot of switching back and forth, giving Ward some rest for the playoffs. Lynch didn't do incredible when he was in there as a starter, though. So it's a bit unfortunate, but oh well. All right, so 93 points for 93 overall. Heischer. Not bad at all. Forward core, 78 for Boyle. He was over a point a game. He was in that injury. Remember that. Karpovtsev with a 68-point year. Henrik, only a 67-point year on that first line. Second power play unit, though, but still. Only 30 goals. Yeah, our power play... Oh, Jesus, Bermanis. Holy hell. Bermanis had a 65-point year on the fourth line with power play time. I think it's safe to say this guy will be on the third line next year. Yeah, we don't need... We're not going to need Brzgalov next year. We're not going to need Krebs this year. We're going to have Hamus and Bermanis on our third line with Sim. And then we'll have Burmistrov, maybe Sofolas, and someone else jumping in. Someone who would be cheaper. I think that's kind of what I'm looking for now. Sofolas can play right or left side, so it really doesn't matter. Anyway, Nyquist has 66-point year, 37 goals. Led our team in goals. Almost a 40-goal year for Nyquist. You could argue with 3 games left, he would have had, a chance for that 40 goals. I don't know if he'd get it, but he had a great year. 4 goals in the power play, 9 points total. Surprising when their percentage. We don't see higher guys, but, we did get a lot of spread out scoring. What the hell? Sim was on the power play at some point, I guess. I didn't put him in there. He must have got, sub. Maybe maybe he got put on the point. No, he wouldn't have got put on the point when Hamus was, fighting or something. Oh, whatever. Hamus, almost a 50-point guy. Rip. So close. But 4 power play goals, 6 points total. 3 game winners. Almost a 50-point guy. So close. He's a +3 to end the year. Burmistrov at 25 points. Sim ended the year as a minus 24 points, but I still like him. And we got to check, I guess, how many times Hamus fought. I think now that he's got a bigger contract, yeah, he fought 20 times. I think we got to reduce him to at least sometimes. And if you don't like that after that, we'll reduce him to rarely. Nyquist fought. Sim fought, too. Who else fought? Let's just see who all fought on their team this year. Only 2 other guys besides Hamus fought. So, yeah, he's kind of in that role. But I definitely want to reduce it because at this point, he's more important to the team. He's got a bigger contract. He now needs to fight less and be on the ice a bit more. So we're going to reduce that fighting. Probably now before the playoffs. We're going to need him in the playoffs. Definitely. All right, let's check out defenseman here. Ekman Larson, 65-point year. Man, I almost don't want to give him up. Because he just had a really big bounce back year. It's his last year. I could check what kind of contract he wants. But we're going to run into that controversy here where we're going to have that other offensive defenseman coming up. The guy who's going to be here long term. I think it's just better to let Ekman Larson go. Despite almost having a 30-goal year and 65 points, it still makes more sense to, to bring up the other guy. Fajihole, he did decent as our depth guy. I'll probably use him as the same thing again next year, even though it's pretty damn expensive for depth. Oh, man, I'm worried about what we're going to have to pay Malmstrom. Oh, damn, Pino. Oh, no, I extended him. Vorobyev. At least everyone else is on pretty decent contracts here. We will be saving a lot of money with Ekman-Larsson. So that's good. We can afford other guys still. We might even still be able to afford Krebs or Brizgalov again, but I don't know if we'll need to or want to. But yeah, great friggin' season all around. Honka was a plus 33, man. That's kind of ridiculous. Vorobyev and Pino did pretty damn good throughout the year. I mean, can't take anything away from him. Vorobyev took a few penalties there, 50 penalty minutes. But everyone else did great. Malmstrom, I love that this guy doesn't take penalties. Pretty hard to get defensive defensemen like that, especially with throwing 141 hits. I mean, that's not a small amount of hits, and he doesn't take that many penalties. Usually, if a guy's hitting that much, they're going to take a lot of penalties, but Malmstrom, he's got 87 discipline. He don't play like that. Very good. All right, well, yeah, I like what our defensive core looks like. Goalies, on the other hand, a bit weaker. Ward had a great record, fantastic record. And he'll be getting the nod in the pipes in the playoffs for sure. We hope for a bit better of a performance out of him. Definitely. Lynch, don't know. I don't even know who's gonna be my number one. Like we're in a kind of a weird situation where I kind of will want to keep them both next year, and I can, and we can we'll split their time. And whoever sims better is probably going to be our number one. I really don't care if Marty Lynch is a franchise guy. If he doesn't sim well, then I have no use for him. That's just kind of the blunt truth. Now, the only flip side is our defense is going to be weaker next year without Ekman-Larsson in there. So we're going to be in a kind of a tight position. We need to hope for a lot of growth. We need to hope for jumps. Pino's got to jump. Vorobyov's got to jump. I want Pete to jump. I just don't think he's going to. I think he's kind of done, which sucks because he's freaking great. He's got great defensive stats. And it might be worth just holding on to because of that. But everyone else is still great. I mean, Honka had a good year. Yeah, everyone just had a great year for us. We'll have plenty of spare cash at least, so yeah, we'll see. We'll see about that. But we're gonna have to give it to some of our. We got to spend some on Hischier, some on Malmstrom. We're not gonna lose Hischier. There's no way I'm getting rid of Hischier. This guy's staying. There's no freaking way this guy leaves. We do not have any other good center options. Number one. And number two, Hischier is a above point a game guy almost every year. I can't think of the last time where the Hischier wasn't point a game. I'm gonna check that here. Last time he wasn't point a game was in 2021-22. So this is fourth year in a row where he's above point a game or point a game. And even before that, 2 years. I don't know if we had him for those 2 years. I can't remember when we got him. But I think we had him because I think we got him pretty damn early. Yeah, I think we got him pretty early into this. But yeah, I mean, still, at the same time, 4 years in a row, he's a point-a-game guy. He's well worth it. Well worth it. No question about that. Walter Boyle, same thing. Is on a tremendous... We still got 3 more years of him on this ridiculously good contract. And he's always kind of point-a-game, too. He's had 1 year in there it wasn't, but that was after that 115-point year. Yeah, this guy's ridiculous. Yeah. Alright, anyway, let's check out the league here. See how our guys stacked up to the rest. Oh my goodness, he sure was way closer than I thought he would be. Wow, he lost by 1 point. At least McDavid had above a point a game here, even though he's a fucking 56 goal scorer. That's hilarious. Tavares, 94 points. Vaclav Kochi on the Islanders here. Yep, he's solid. Very solid. Oh yeah, because Tavares is still there. That's right. Because when we start, also because it was the fantasy expansion draft, it would have reset that anyway. All right. Anyway, Hischier, 93 points, man. He was very close. He was just right there. Just needed a couple more points. 2 more points, and he would have taken home some hardware. McDavid right there with 92, and then Hagelin, but I think McDavid's taking home that Maurice Richard. Yes, indeed. 6 goals above McArdle there. And there's Ovechkin still had 42 goals. Man, he's 40 years old. And he had 42 goals. He's on the Flyers now. And he's still getting a shit ton of production here. I think he's kind of done, but I'm pretty sure he's going to shatter Gretzky's record of goals. I mean, the way he's produced into his late 30s and now 40, it's very impressive. It's ridiculously impressive. All right, let's see who led in assists here. That was Hischier. Led the league in assists with 62. Nice work. Plus minus for forwards, led by McDavid, then Hischier. Not bad. And then that was Nyquist there. All right. Cool stuff. All right, let's check out shots here. Sagan with 335. Didn't have that great of a year. Well, as good as he has. Colin White was down there. Shooting percentage-wise, you got to probably give it to McDavid. I don't think anyone's coming close. McArdle comes close, but less shots, less percentage, so McDavid killed it. Let's see who's the most clutch. Michael Coop. Damn, Red Wings got a solid team that they've been building. He had 10 game winners. 1 out of 4 of his goal was a game winner. Oh my god, Suzuki. Jesus. Suzuki and Nordgren, they were very clutch. Ovechkin, same kind of deal. Alright, power play goal leader was Phil Kessel with 21. Then McDavid with 19. Power play points is probably going to be Kessel. No one's coming close to 35 points on the power play at age 38. Alright. Do I want to check out the defensive stuff? Yes, I do. Let's see. Takeaways here. Hischier up there. Beat out Toskal again. Had less giveaways too, but lost in faceoff percentage. Only by 0.7 though. We'll have to see. Plus minus is probably miles above too. Not miles above, but it is above. So this is going to be tight. I know they really seem to like that face-off percentage, so it might go to Toskala, but he sure beats him in almost every other... less blast shots, less hits, though. More takeaways, less giveaways, less face-off percentage, but a better plus-minus. I don't know. That's going to be tight. He sure did have more time on ice, not by much. Yeah, I don't know. That's going to be a tight race between Hischier and Toskala. Toskala fought 6 times, though. What a beast. Yeah, I'll have to see who they give that Selke to. That'll be interesting to see. All right, let's go to defenseman now. Oh, Jake Bean out of nowhere. Poor Ekman Larson. Are you fucking serious? Get out of here. Only 85 overall. Cameron Lowe. He got to a decent overall. But again, I wanted to have this guy as a top 2 guy. He never got there. But still, at least he's doing well. Oh my god, he also was a -6. Poor Boston. Well, there we go. There's Cameron Lowe. Jake Bean, though, looking like he should win that Norris. We'll see how his other stats stack up, but plus-minus wise, Ekman Larson was a lot better, and they seem to love that plus-minus. Let's see for defensive. Ekman Larson hit more. Ekman Larson blocked more shots. The ratio is kind of hard to say. It's very similar. So I don't know. They still might give it to Ekman Larson, Norris there, even though Bean got more points. They seem to love plus-minus. And I don't know if they take into account defensive stats at all, but Ekman Larson beats him on most of those, so we'll have to see what happens with that. Yeah, not too sure. All right, let's check out goalies. I won't bother doing only 50 because there's no way Ward is anywhere close to any of these guys. So let's see here. Looks like Sadikov didn't have the year he wanted, or anyone wanted who guessed him. There's Luukkonen way up there, above and beyond everyone else. Yeah, no one's even close. There we go. There's no tie. We don't have to even worry about that. That's Luukkonen above and beyond everyone else. Luukkonen's a goddamn hands down winner, so I think everyone's predictions are screwed right now. My goodness. Yeah, no one's even close. Luukkonen, that's a landslide victory. So finally, it's clear, and we don't have to have a tie between like 3 different guys. Oh my gosh. Craziness. All right, rooks. Check out the rooks here. Badgie, holy, no way. Holy shit, really? Okay, there we go. I was like, wait a second. I should just sort by points here. There's no way that was real. Okay. Afanasenkov for Boston, 52 points. Is 85 overall. Elite potential guy. Only 19 years old. That guy's looking like a stud. Look at, oh my goodness, look at his offensive stats. A center. Takes faceoffs well, too. Gimme. Oh, man. He was just drafted then, eh? Yeah, okay, this guy was the first overall guy, yeah. 52 points in his first year, going to win that Calder. Not a franchise guy by any means, but he's looking like an elite #1 center down the road, probably even next year. Very impressive. No rookie goalie is going to take it from him because, yeah, they never get it. Even though that 1 year he totally should have had it. No one even has enough games, really. Well, these guys would, but their stats are meh. There's Ward was a rookie. You know what? A 41 win year as a rookie. Give it up for Tyler Ward. 41 wins as a rookie and only 59 games played. Didn't have the most incredible stats, but those are solid starter stats. Those are solid starter stats. They're not elite stats, but those are solid starter stats. And when you have 41 wins to back it up, sure, he's on a great team, but still. Solid year from Ward. Got to give it up for him. All right, let's check out the fun stats here before we move on to the playoffs. Hits, 197 for Fontaine on the Dallas Stars. All right. And fights, most likely going to be, yep, Hamuse up there with 20 fights. And Blomdahl was next. And then Seavret, everyone in the Western Conference. Besides Climber. And then it goes to the East, but then back to the West. So, yeah. The 4 top guys here with the fights were all in the Western Conference. No one really fought so much. Probably all matched up against each other a couple times at least. Nice. All right, you know what? And let's check our age. I'm not going to check the league or anything like that. I don't give a shit. I care about my guys. What the hell are our names? Oh, yeah, Burnaby. Let's check our team in the AHL. I just want to see what our team did. Points. Colborne, 70 points. Duchesne, 70 points. Followed by 65. Not bad. Solid point production from up top. Yeah, not bad. All right, and defense, DiPietro, 29 points. We don't have a big offensive defenseman there. He's in the juniors still, and he'll be in the NHL next year. So, all right, you know what? Our goalie didn't do too bad. I don't know why they played Owen so much. He was the worst goalie, but, I mean, he was getting the job done wins-wise. This is the starter we picked up in the trade. He's 61 red starter, maybe a backup in the future. I just picked him up to pick him up. Really, that's all I did. Sandstrom had the better personal stats, but oh well. We'll see who gets the nod in net. Oh, I turned off rotations. That's probably why. Owen was in when I turned off rotations. Yeah, it doesn't automatically do your AHL. That was probably why. But you know what? He did fine. He won the game, so hey. Whatever. I got to check that from AHL. I wanted to make sure the better goalie's in for the playoffs, though. All right, so let me take care of that before I forget, especially for the AHL. Do the same thing for the NHL, too, while I'm here. Why not? He's already in. Yeah. We want Sandstrom in there, obviously. Okay. Well, then. We're ready. We have our teams at full strength. We're not missing anyone with injury. We should damn well get some depth goal scoring. I don't think we should lose this first round. I mean, if we do, it's cheese. I'm going to say that right now. Unless our goalie and defense completely shit the bed for us, but hopefully they don't. That's all I can say. Hopefully they don't. All right, let's see what LA has to offer against us here. Blomdahl, Dunham, Pearson. Well, they look like they're going with the duo thing. Colin White, Marty Pandolfo. This can be, oh yeah, that's going to be scary. The shooter and the passer, Nieto. Their depth really drops off. Yeah, it drops off pretty good. Kelly Forsberg isn't bad, though. Defensively, no. That's not good at all. Pietrangelo is a Dorov, and then they have a bunch of, like, top sixes. They have, like, well, these guys are both listed as top four. They're not incredible. And they have a few top fours, actually. Yeah, they're not too bad, but... Oh, they got Matt Murray. Really? Wow, they got Matt Murray, and he did... Well, it looked like he did great in the playoffs last year. How did he do in the season? Not that strong in the season. Seemed like they played Picard a lot for some reason in the season. Well, he did do pretty good. Still, that's a interesting split there, but... So, they're really going with the duo thing. Blomdahl, Dunham, Pandolfo, White, and then, like, role player guys next to them. Which should make us better, but you never know. This game is a little weird sometimes. I mean, you look at it on paper, we should blow these guys up. We should absolutely dominate these guys, but on paper is a lot different. So we'll have to see, excuse me, we'll have to see what we do on the ice here. All right, guys. We should have this. So let's not screw around. Let's get off to an early start and take it home, baby. We got the home ice advantage. Game 1. Let's go, Seattle. Blow them out of the water. Okay, didn't blow them out of the water, but we got the win in overtime. 2-1 victory. All right, game 2. Hopefully for the same result. We need a win. We lost that one 8-3. Obviously not what we wanted. All right, let's get the blowout out. Let's take it in stride. Let's get mad and win next game. Game 3 on their ice. There we go. Another overtime win. We're winning some close games. At least we're winning, though. 2-1 series lead. The second one on the road. Let's get the sweep on their ice. Let's go. Yes, there we are. All right, so we're now 3-1. We beat them twice on their ice. That's beautiful. We're not scoring a huge amount of goals, but we're getting the W's. So that's really what matters here. The W's are what matters. Matt Murray's a great goaltender, so we should also be thankful that our goaltenders played great except for the one game. So whatever. If they want to score 8 goals one game, I don't care. Just don't have 2 4-goal games. Like, that's worse, in my opinion. Because you could lose 2 games instead of just 1. All right, game 5 to end the series. Can Seattle take it home on their home ice? No, they lose 3-1. So goal scoring is a bit inconsistent here. Game 6 back on their ice. Do not lose this one. Wrap it up, guys. There you go. 5-2 victory. Maybe an empty netter in there, but still, at least 4 goals there in regulation. And we win the series in 6. So a bit closer than we maybe would have liked, but we won the series. We didn't have any injuries. And we're moving on to the second round. And we'll see how our team did overall there. So here we go. The rivalry continues. Edmonton versus Seattle. I like it. All right. Bremanis led the team in points with 6. Looks like we got a shit ton of depth goal scoring. I don't know what it is when they have shitty guys on their first and second line. For some reason, it's like our line is too good, and they can't beat those guys for some reason. I hate when that happens. All right, so let's see here how we were over. Oh, my goodness. Goals against and goals for, exact same. That's got to change. Power play, 9.1%. What? They might have had just good penalty kill. At least our penalty kill did great. So, okay, our power play didn't do good. We allowed a shorty, we scored a shorty, and we only had 1 power play goal. That's not good. We didn't do great on home ice. Perfect on the road so far. 4-2. All right, Seattle, we got to figure something out on that offensive side of things. Maybe it was just because we went up against a great goaltender, and they had a very defensive lineup, and a lot of trash guys. And when they have trash guys on their team, there's cheese. That's just how it goes. You're not going to blow a team out like that for whatever reason in this game. It just never happens. They have 81s on their first and second line, yet our first and second line looked like they had trouble scoring, which is silly. But hey, whatever. We got the W. That's why we have the depth. Yeah, look at this. Look at this bullshit. Our fourth line outscored our first line. Bremanis had 6 points. Only one of those on the power play, so Bremanis is a god. Krebs had 5 points again, fourth liner. Walter Boyle had 5 points, so the captain doing his part. He sure had 4 points. Ekman Larson had 4. Henrik had 4. You know what? I'm not too upset. Karpovtsev had 3 goals. Burmistrov, 3 assists. Malmstrom, Nyquist, 3 assists. And then right down there, where the fuck is Manning? -5. What the hell? So with our second line come the playoffs, man. Manning. Amuse was -4. Oops, I forgot to change his fighting. How many times did he fight? Once. Yeah, that's not too. You know, that's not too bad. An entire series, I'll just leave it for now. But I'll change it for the regular season next year. Brizgalov. Let's look this in a bit more depth. Vorobyev and Pinot all struggled. Ward didn't do incredible either. He did he did consistent to the way he was playing in the season, so you can't really be upset about that. You need him to turn it up a notch, but we've also got to turn it up a notch. You know, we didn't play that well in front of him. I think we could have done a lot better. You know, our first and second line didn't get their goal scoring going. Now, against Edmonton, we should be able to because we have historically been able to score against these guys. So that's at least my thoughts on it. Chemistry's still a bit iffy here. But let's check out what Edmonton has to offer. Most likely to be very similar to the previous years. So let's see. No, different. Tuck, McDavid, Puljujarvi, Suzuki, Yamamoto, Nugent, Hopkins. So no more Draisaitl. No more Draisaitl for them. Okay. Unless they got him scratched or something stupid. No, they don't. Okay, so no more Draisaitl in Edmonton. Very interesting. Okay. All right. Maximov, Yankowski, Bailey. Justin Bailey. Yankowski. Trying to just see what their third line's bringing here. Not bad. Nosek. Their fourth line's weak, but you know that means they're going to counter our fourth line. So, I mean, I look at this and we should beat this team. McDavid's obviously a wild card. They have that's a very good defensive core. Whoa. Provorov, Dahlin, Omar, Clefbaum, Lundqvist, Nurse, and not an amazing goaltender, but they actually really need one. He's played decent for him so far. Yeah, this is a... God damn, what the fuck is wrong with my throat? So Tuck on that first line doesn't really matter because he's a power forward. He's a defensive guy. He's going to somehow counter us. This could be a little dangerous here. We'll have to see how we do after a couple games. I won't hesitate to make some changes here. You guys got to give me a second. Hold on. God damn, I don't know what the hell's going on with my throat. Sorry. All right. So, yeah, like I said, and then that defensive core is filthy. That's absolutely filthy. That's a really good defensive core. Actually, pretty freaking scary defensive core. So they might, their forward core isn't as strong, but with McDavid on your team, it doesn't really need to be. It makes everyone around him better. He's that kind of player. I mean, you compare him to us. It's a new look for the Oilers, but I mean, our first line is great. Second line is, pretty fucking good. Third line, fourth line. We have great depth, great forward depth. But what they lack, we have. What we lack, they have. They have a stronger defensive core. I do like ours. It's still very well spread out. We could always, move up Pete and move someone down and stuff like that, mix and match if we're struggling here. And goaltender wise, obviously, we're pretty even. But Mason's played slightly better than Ward. We'll have to see what happens though. We're going to need our power play to step up a lot more. That's for damn sure. We really need that power play to step up better. And hopefully they do. Penalty kill did fine, though, so at least our penalty kill is doing good. But, yeah, we just need more goal scoring in general. And, again, won't hesitate to mix things up here. If we need to, we will mix it up. 3 assists, only 1 assist for Manning. He needs his power play, or his playoff game is a bit weak right now. I don't know if it's I don't know what it is. But he's never had a tremendous playoff performance. We hope that changes over time, but we'll see. All right, so second round, a familiar opponent in the Edmonton Oilers who beat their opponent in 5. What's going to happen here in round 2? Game 1, home ice is ours. Let's get it done. 5-1 victory. There we go. That's a statement. That's a statement. Offense got going. Defense was good. That's a good way to start off the series. Second game on home ice. Let's do it. Let's get it. No, lost 3-1. Okay. So even series now, 1 game apiece. Heading into the Rogers Arena, Rogers Center, whatever the hell. Everything's named Rogers in Canada. We lose 4-2. Okay. That's a little scary, man. I'm hesitant. We just lost 2. Well, we lost that game on the road, man. If we go down 3-1, that's kind of scary, but do I want to make a change yet? That's in such a predicament. Like, we had a 5-goal game, then a 1-goal and a 2-goal game. So, yeah, we're still kind of have some offensive inconsistency here. It was the same story in the last series. You know what? I'm going to have to. I think I got to try to mix things up. It was the same story last series when the offense just wasn't consistent producing. Couldn't find the consistent production. Only 6 points for you, 7 points for you, 6 points for you. Karpovtsev got 5. Manning got a couple there, so they did better. Let's try getting Karpovtsev up there. Let's spread out some of the love here. Third line ain't doing bad despite everything. Fourth line, I don't think they scored. I think Bermanus got 1 point. No, it doesn't make much sense to bring up Burmistrov onto that third line, I don't think. So, 77 face-offs. Hendricks got 80. Slightly better face-offs, but I should probably play him in his role still because he seems to do slightly better from there. Now he'll have 2 guys on the 1 times. Hendricks been more of an assist guy anyway, so 2 guys to feed Nyquist. Karpovtsev is more of a scorer, so now we'll have, well, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Let's just try that. A lot of guys shooting on that first line. I think we got to tighten up defensively too. Yeah, okay. This is not good enough. So how do I tell who the leak is? I don't know if there's a good way to tell that. I'm going to try moving Pete up right there, moving down Vorobyev. I'm not going to try Lynch yet. Ward's still earned that spot. He's not doing bad. He could do better, but so can our team overall. So we're going to make that change. Karpovtsev and Henrik, swap them. Everything else is going to remain the same. We're going to swap those two defensemen. Pete up. Pete to play with Pinot, and then Vorobyev to play with Honka. Because our top four was leaking, man. They definitely were. That was, you can definitely see. And Pete and Honka were doing decently, but yeah, we'll see if that helps us here. But I have to make some kind of change, I feel like. We're not getting the job done. I don't want to go out in the second round, man. We got to do better than we did last year, if we can. All right, so still on the road here. We could go down 3-1. We don't want to do that. We want to come back and even this series up. Let's go, Seattle. There we go, 4-1 victory. There we go. Changes seem to work, or maybe it's coincidence, but either way, it's good. Tied the series back up. Game 5 on home ice. Time to win a game on home ice, guys. We have to get better on home ice. There we go, 4-2, and we have a 3-2 series lead. Game 6 will be in the Rogers Center. We'll be in Edmonton, whatever. On the road, but we've done pretty damn good on the road thus far. Besides this game, but overall in these playoffs, we've been a good road team. Let's finish it off right here. Game 6. Let's go, Seattle. No, we lose 4-1, and a Game 7 we'll have to decide it. Oh, damn it. I didn't want to have a Game 7. All right, well, here we go, Game 7. I still think we should keep these lines because we won 2 games, whereas with the other ones, we only won 1. Let's see what happens here. Game 7 on home ice. We got the home ice, guys. Game 7 on home ice. Let's fucking do it. Let's rage, baby. Let's go, Seattle. Early start here. No, that's not good. Oh, he scored a shorty. Hischier with the shorty. That should take the momentum off of their power play. Let's go. That's a great way to start things off. A shorty for Hischier. Shots are even here. Midway through the first. Closing in on the tail end of it. Can we get another one to give us another edge going into the locker room? No, we can't, but we take the lead in there. 11 shots to 10, 1-0. There we go. Second period. Let's go, guys. More of the same. Another goal. Another goal, guys. Come on, Seattle. Power play time. Power play. There we are. Henrik from the slot makes it 2-0. But wait, Lundqvist comes back. Turns it back to a 1-goal game. 2-1 in favor of Seattle here. This is still dangerous, though. 1-goal game in the playoffs, man. Edmonton's an offensively potent team. We got to be able to lock it down, but we need that insurance marker. This is tight. Going into the third period, nursing a 1-goal lead. 2-1. 24 shots to 20. This has been sort of a wide open game, but the defense and goaltenders are playing their hearts out. Seattle, help out Ward back there. Show him that you want it just as much as he does. Let's go. Third period, Seattle. Come on, guys. It's a big game here. 15-minute mark. We need that insurance marker, guys. 1 is not enough. 1 is not enough, guys. 10-minute mark. Oh, my goodness. Come on, Seattle. Help him out back there. Foul! Brizgalov makes it a 2-goal lead with 5 minutes left. No, Edmonton on the power play. We kill it, and that should do it. The Seattle Vikings are off to the conference finals. Oh, oh man, a heart-racing Game 7 in Seattle at the NHL 32 Arena, and it's a 3-1 victory. Ward, 30-save performance. Give him a star. Give him a star, Brizgalov. Maybe proving why he shouldn't leave, but the money situation is tight. Wow, look at Lynch! What? Did Ward get injured? Oh no. But Lynch stepped in, and he did great. What the hell happened? What? I hate when the game does this. Yeah, 26 saves doesn't add up. If Ward got injured, man, I swear to God. Brizgalov got the first star. Hischier with a second star. Both of them had a 2-point night. Oh my goodness. Henrik got the game winner. Oh no. Did Ward get injured or did it just do a stupid thing? If it did a stupid thing, I don't really care because we won the game and Lynch did fantastic. Nyquist's not liking his ice time. He could suck it up. It didn't say anything. Why does it do that? He plays them for a little bit. What, did he give up a goal and then they take him out? But I don't get that. Ugh. I don't know why it does that shit, man. It's really weird. Alright, anyway, wait, what am I doing here? And I don't know if I should put the lines back, because we're still lacking a guy who's point a game. We still don't have that. I think I should put Henrik back. I think we got to go back to at least the way our lines were. I might keep my defense core the way it's going, but I think we got to put our offensive lines back. Anyway, the Blues, this is the team that eliminated us last time. And they're back from outer space. Goals for, there we go, 2.77. 2.46 against. Power play improved. Penalty kill still doing fantastic. We've only allowed 2 power play goals, but we have, wow, we're taking a lot of penalties here. It's not good. That's completely... We got 2 shorties, though, so, I mean, that's cool and all, but... We are taking a lot of penalties, and it's kind of not like us, because we did so great in the regular season. So it's interesting. We're not scoring as much as... No, we're not scoring enough. That's just plain and simple. We are not scoring enough. What is the issue here? Karpovtsev did great on that first line. Boyle's only got those 3 points, so... Maybe this is kind of what we need to get our offense going, these combinations. Maybe I shouldn't change it, because it seemed like Karpovtsev, he had, what was he, 4 goals and 1 assist, and then now he's 7 goals, 3 assists? Like a 5-point series. Henrik, I think he was like 1 goal, 4 assists or something like that. Or 1 goal, I don't know, it was something like that. 1 goal, 5 assists. Either way, he did great on that, so I think I should lead the lines maybe. But, my goodness, a lot of minuses here. Manning's now got 6 points. The minuses, though, on that line are very worrying, but hopefully with Henrik there, he helps him out. Bermanis is doing fantastic. It's only 1 power play. Oh, no, that's a power play goal. He's still got, okay, 2 points on the power play from the point. I love Bermanis. The depth is working out. Brizgalov's done good. He's a playoff performer, and that really sucks. Because we're likely not going to have him next year. He doesn't score a lot in the regular season, but he's a good playoff performer. If he wanted a better contract, I could easily take him on, but doesn't seem to be the case. Sim's got 4 points. Malmstrom's got a few. All right. Ekman Larsson's got 8 points. Malmstrom's got 4. Pete's got 3. A lot of minuses around here. Defense is sort of struggling there. But Ward did great. So did Lynch in the 1 game he fucking played. What the hell is up with that? But whatever. Ward did great. He did a lot better in that series as it wore on. So we're going to stick with Ward and stick with these lines, I guess, because they seem to kind of work for us. We were an inconsistent goal-scoring team. Why go back to that when we seem to kind of get better? And, I mean, if you look at our past couple games, 4 goals for twice and 3 goals for once, I believe. Since we made those changes. We made them after 3 games, right? Yes, 3 games. We got 4 goals. 4 goals. Lost that game, obviously. Then we got 3 goals. So, I'd say these lines are better. All right. St. Louis might not be as strong as they were in the last year. But it looks like Burnaby might have lost their series. So, we're going to keep these lines. But let's see what St. Louis has to offer us. Maybe they're a cheese team once again. And they might edge us out. But I like the way we're looking here. All right, St. Louis, Arvidsson, Kostin, Tarasenko. These are all perfectly scouted. Yakupov, this guy's injured, so he's obviously not in there. Voracek. Yeah, they're not that strong. Oh, what the fuck? Fuck right off if they're winning with that. Soderstrom's probably just carrying. Not as hard as he has, but he is trying to carry. But if you look at that defense, we shouldn't have a problem scoring against these guys. There's no way we should have a problem scoring against these guys. But power forward and, well... I don't know. I don't think we should have a problem scoring against these guys. I think, honestly, we should blow these guys out of the water. Like, what is this? Look at this defensive core. What even is this? How are they even succeeding in any way? I mean, Soderstrom's doing fine and carrying him, but they're 8-6, so they're... If we can just find our game again, man, we can have a Stanley Cup appearance. We just got to find this scoring game, and this is the team to find it against, guys. This is the team to find it against. We're going to stick with the lines that won us the last series, and we're going to go. We're 3-1 with these lines. Let's get the job done. Let's get the job done, Seattle. Come on now. Game 1. We should, we have the home ice. All right, guys, let's fucking go. Come on now. No, I don't care about central scouting. All right, win that game 3-2. Good. 3 goals for, only allowed 2 against. That's great. All right, we win game 1. Game 2, same result, guys. Same results. No, we lost that one 3-1. We're a little struggling on home ice here. All right, game 3 in St. Louis. We lose it 3-2. We can't find the offense. I gotta trust these lines, though. I gotta trust these lines. Oh, for fuck's sake. 3-1. How are we fucking losing this team? They have no defense! So ridiculous. This team has no defense, man. God damn. Karpovtsev's got nothing. The first line's getting shut out somehow. Ridiculous. Put Brizgalov up onto that line. Move Nyquist down. Gonna move Bermanis up onto that line. Frustrating. Very frustrating. Yeah, this is just horrible. I got no good defense besides that first pair for the most part. I really don't know. It's not like Ward's doing bad, but he's not doing great either. And allowing only 3 goals. Well, it has been 3 goals in the past however many games. Fuck it. We got nothing to lose. I don't think this is a good idea, though. But we don't have anything to lose. He did great, but he's allowed... Yeah, Ward's allowed 3 goals in the past. I mean, sure, we could outscore him, but... Against that team... I could regret this, but whatever. We gotta shake something up. So, game 5 here. Down 3-1. Ezra Hamhuis has been injured. Great. Not exactly what we wanted. Hopefully we win this game at least. I don't know if we did. I don't want Sophoulis on the power play. Put Krebs in there or something. You know, no, let's put Brizgalov in there maybe. He's earned it. Nah, let's get Krebs. Let's go back to what we've done before. All right, we won that game 5-3. Okay. One step closer. We did allow 3 goals with freaking Lynch in there. So you know what? Maybe I just send a message and now I put Ward back in. Yeah. Because I'm so torn. I don't know. He allowed 3 goals. His overall stats are good. I gotta go back to Ward, I think. I gotta put the saddle on him. Alright, so hopefully we sent a message with that game. People wake up. I'm feeling like freaking Hitchcock right now. Switching all these dudes back and forth, but... Game 6, must win on the road. We won that one 2-1 in overtime. We forced a game 7. So obviously we got to go with Ward here. He came back and had a very strong performance. We win in overtime. Very close, but we got the win. Forced a game 7 here. Hopefully we woke the fuck up here. Game 7, guys. Let's go. This is to get to the Stanley Cup Finals. Come on, Seattle. Game 7. This is clutch time. Let's fucking go. Come on, Seattle. Early start. Early start. Their offense has got nothing. Their defense has got nothing. We got to capitalize. Let's go, guys. Not enough shots, though. They're possessing the puck very well. We got to put more shots on net. We got to test them. Got to test Soderstrom. Come on, Seattle. How are we not scoring against this defensive core? It's beyond me. Let's go, guys. Come on. Nothing in the first period. 13 shots to 8 in their favor. Seattle's got to get it back. Come on, guys. Second period. Let's go. Get a goal. Get a goal. Oh, my God. And they score on the power play. Braden Shen, 1-0 for Seattle. Walter Boyle, the captain, ties it up at 1. There we go. Need more shots, though. We definitely need more shots, but whatever. Just get the goals. Heischer takes the lead for Seattle. It's 2-1. There we go, guys. There we go. I'm liking that. I'm liking it. Come on, guys. Late one for us? Late one? No, but we take the lead into the dressing room. 2-1. 2-1. 22 shots to 18. Still in their favor. Ward, well, it wasn't Ward last time, but Ward, you got to hold on. Guys, you need to get another goal for him. 1 goal is not enough. Anything can happen in a game 7. The fans are going crazy, though. Let's give it to them. Third period with a 1-goal lead. Let's go, Seattle. Extend it. Fucking hell, Prieta makes it 2-2 here. And Seattle needs to find something. We need to find a way to score. Come on, guys. Don't let this go to overtime. Fucking yeah! Nyquist! Nyquist and Krebs! Nyquist and Krebs! 2 huge goals, less than a minute apart, and Seattle looks like they're on their way. Yeah! Walter Boyle with the empty netter, and Seattle is making their first Stanley Cup appearance in franchise history, baby. 5-2 victory in Game 7. 3 wins straight. We had our backs against the wall. Ward did great. I think putting him out, sitting him, woke the whole fucking team up, and we came back and did great. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes! All right. Whew. Ah! We did it, boys. We did it. I already checked the 3 stars. I'm so flustered. Oh, man. What a game right there. What a game. 2 Game 7 victories here. 2 Game 7 victories. This team is clutch. We're facing Florida. Who the fuck? Florida? Alright, well, they're here for a reason. Florida is here for a reason. Alright, whoo. Henrik leading our team in points. It looks like we're just getting a lot of spread out points here. Because we are scoring from a lot of different areas. Alright, well, let's check it out here. Let's try to settle down a bit. But I'm hyped. I'm hyped, man. We're in the Stanley Cup Finals. We're there. We made it. All right, where the hell are we at? Seattle, 2.8 goals for per game, 2.45 goals against. Power play, 14.8. Could be better, especially with all the chances we're getting. Penalty kills doing great, though, 90.9. We are allowing a lot. Again, we are one of the later teams here, but that differential between us and St. Louis, it's got to wonder. Oh, weird. 7-4 on home ice, 5-4 away, 6-4 in the last 10. Well, it's just, we've had a tough road. That's all you can say. We've had a tough road to get here. 1-1-6, 2-1-7. Like, those are 3 tight series here, so we're tired, but we got to persevere. Bermanis is a boss. Damn, these plus minuses are horrific. Our second line's allowing some goals. Boyle actually not doing as well, but, you know, he came through in the clutch a little bit. Scored in the Game 7 there. But definitely, you got to think we could use a bit more out of him. Henrik is on the second line right now. Wrecking face. I think I got to switch Nyquist back and do some other things like that. But Bernanis is doing very good. Still only those 2 points on the power play, though. Their defense do a bit better, I guess. I think the combination's looking better now, so I'm going to leave the combinations how they are. Yeah, I'll leave the defensive combinations how they are now. Ward did a lot better after we put Lynch in there. So you got to give it up to Lynch. He's done great. We've seen playoff Lynch, and it looks pretty damn good. I mean, he allowed, you know, one game where he only allowed one, or maybe didn't allow any goal. Or maybe he was in there for that goal. I can't remember. Yeah, he was in there for that goal. So I don't know what happened with Ward. Maybe he got tweaked a little bit, and we wanted to sit him, put Lynch in there, and he got the job done. Then the next one, he allowed 3 goals. So it's okay, but I think Ward is our guy still. We're going to start with Ward. But we know we have a ace in the hole Lynch to go to if things get rough. All right, but I think I gotta change some of the lines back. I want Nyquist back on the second line. I don't think he's a third line guy. I don't think Brizgalov. He didn't really help our defense. I mainly moved him up here because he was clutch and he had defense. But he only got 2 assists since he was up there. 2 assists in net isn't, you know, bad. 9 points though. Yeah, it's just not good enough. We need to do that again. Henrik is back on the first line, though. So, all right, I'll leave that first line how it is now. And we'll go back to this, kind of almost back to how it was. Obviously, we'll move Bermanis down with... I mean, actually, no, we'll keep Bermanis there. When Hamhuis comes back, he'll be there. Yeah. Bermanis is doing better than Hamhuis in every single way, so Bermanis gets the ice time. And I think I'm going to keep these defensive combinations because they seem to do a bit better like this. So, all right, that's what we're going to have here. Our opponents, the Florida Panthers. This is for the Stanley Cup Finals. What is their team looking like? You know, I should have checked out their stats too to see what they were, what kind of team they were. I might do that after this. Florida, Huberdeau, Barkov, Wilson. That's Tom. Oh, geez, Tom Wilson. Looks like they got Matthews, who was injured or is injured. He's still in the lineup though, so he might be coming back. And Pasternak too. That's kind of scary. Is he listed as a? Why is he still listed as a playmaker? Austin Matthews is not a playmaker. Decent depth. They got some decent depth. Defensively, Wu, Ekblad, then they drop off after that. But that doesn't seem to matter in this game at all. And they got Gibson, who is phenomenal thus far. Yikes. So Gibson's carrying. All right, well, I got to check out what kind of team this is. I gotta see what their stats are like. What, like goals for, goals against, stuff like that. What's their power play like? What's all of that like? We gotta know thy enemy. Wow, very defensive team, and they don't score a whole lot, but they have a decent. They can capitalize on their power play, and they have a good penalty kill. But they don't score a whole lot, so that could be our in right there. With our defensive core not being as strong, with our goalie maybe not being as strong. Their goals against is very scary though. If they can keep the puck out of the net, they've got to been facing pretty tough opponents. But can they take our offense comes in waves, man. We got 4 lines who can score. Can they defend against that for an entire series, game in, game out? We could be able to wear them down. Or they might just be the Helms Deep with Gibson back there, and we'll crash upon their fortress like water on rock. But whatever. Stanley Cup Finals are here. Game 1. We got the home ice advantage. Fans are showing up in force. Let's go, baby. Board the long ships. Let's take it to them. Game 1. 4-3 victory. There we go. Ezra Hammis is fully healed. Let's get him back in there. We'll swap him right for Sophilus. Ezra Hamuse. Put him in there. And you know what? He's on the power play. Has he done anything on the power play? He's got 1 point on the power play. What has Krebs had since he's been in there? Nothing. Well. I guess we put Hamuse back in there. Give him his ice time. All right. Well, there we go. These regular lines are going to be like now. So we win game 1 on home ice, 4-3. That's great. Can we win the second one on home ice? Can we go 2 for 2 in our building? Let's go. Come on now, Seattle. Yes, a 4-0 shutout. Huge, huge win right there. Holy shit, guys. Whew. Game 3. Game 3 back into their building. Back in their building, we lose in overtime 4-3, but we're able to score against this team. We're able to score against this team. Okay, they could even this series back up, guys. We do not want them to do that. Let's take the 3-1 edge. 3-1 edge right here on the road, guys. Come on now, Seattle. No, we lose 1-0. They keep us off the board, and they only needed 1 goal. That's tough. Now we're in game 5. Back on home ice. Come on now. Oh yes, we won that game. We won it 2-1 in overtime. Oh, I gotta go up here. That was weird. I always hate that. It's always weird with the calendar like that. Alright, so game 6 now. We're going into the sim. We're going into the sim. This is an important-ass game. We're going into the sim for it. Seattle, the Vikings have a chance to... Oh my god, Karpovtsev! Less than a minute in, makes it 1-0. And we're showing up, baby. On the road, but the cup is in the building. There we go, power play. Power play, Walter Boyle, the captain, from a tough angle, and Peyton Manning makes it 3-0. Seattle is stunning Florida in their own buildings. The Vikings have come to pillage and burn Florida, baby. Karpovtsev a 2-goal night, and it's 4-0 after the first period. Florida with only a 4-shot period to 18. The Seattle Vikings want it. They fucking want this one. Let's go, baby. Second period. Come on, guys. Henrik! Henrik, it's 5-0. 21 shots to 6. Florida's got nothing. Florida has got nothing. Oh, my goodness. What is happening here? Seattle. Seattle is just putting on a show here. Absolutely trouncing Florida in their own building. Third period up next. A 5-1 lead. Anything can happen. But I don't know about this. I don't know about this. Seattle might just have what it takes. The time is ticking. Oh, wait a second. Nikitin gets 1. We'll give him 1. We'll give him 1. Don't collapse here now, guys. 10-minute mark. We're still just taking it to him. We're still blowing him out of the water. And it looks like Seattle will be your Stanley Cup champions. It's been a long time coming here for the Seattle Vikings. So many strong drafts, the strong prospects, all the trades, free agency signings, trying to get the perfect team, and this year we succeeded, besting Florida in 6 games, winning the cup on the road, but it doesn't matter. The fans will see the parade. They'll see all of our boys hoisting the cup high over their heads. My goodness, man, what a journey it has been. What a journey. And this team, super deep on the offensive end, not so deep on the defensive end. I mean, we were deep, but we didn't have the strongest of cores, not the strongest of goaltenders, but you know what? He got better as the playoffs went on, and he showed up big here in the Stanley Cup Finals, and it was almost like a perfect matchup for us, going against a very defensive team who had maybe a little bit of trouble scoring, but kept the puck out of the net well. Like I said, with the way our team was built, with how much offense we could deliver, all 4 lines were capable of producing, both power play units capable of producing, our penalty kills capable of getting those back-breaking goals. And look at this, we are now the Stanley Cup champions, and the man himself, Ward, winning the Conn Smythe. Who would have thought that after the first 2 rounds that this would be the guy to win the Conn Smythe? Like I said, he just got better and better as these playoffs went on, and man, did he come up big here in this series. But the ultimate prize awaits, the Stanley Cup. The captain will saunter over to it and take his prize for his team. Walter Boyle, we all know him. One of literally our first draft pick, I believe. I think it was our first in the computer-generated ones, the first main guy that we had drafted to be and put the saddle on and be, this is our first franchise-type guy. And here he is, taking the Stanley Cup in his hand. Celebrate with it, hand it off to your teammates because you guys have earned every bit of this. Now, we're not going to even start thinking about next year. The cap situation, certain players may be leaving, might have to struggle getting back Heischer, especially now after we won the cup. But what did we say, kind of? We said we were almost all in with all these guys at the peaks, some coming off their entry level or coming off their bridge deals, all at way higher overall than their pay grade was, and we got the cup out of it. That's perfect case scenario for us. Look at Henrik, our first overall pick from a few years ago, and he's finally getting to hoist that cup over his head. What a top 6 we have. What a top 6, but especially we have about 4 guys up there who are mainstays. We got Karpovtsev, Henrik, Heischer, and Boyle, and I think Manning for sure might be becoming a little bit of a mainstay, but we're not too sure about Nyquist. He's kind of seeming like he's very performance driven. If he starts having bad years, then he could drop off quickly. Now, that's not to say he will have bad years with the kind of top 6 we have, but maybe we got to start thinking about. But right now, we're just gonna enjoy this. Here are your Stanley Cup champion Seattle Vikings. Well done, boys. Well done. Watching my videos just isn't enough sin for you, be sure to go over there on Twitter and shoot me a follow, and you could even join our Discord server as well to talk with some of the other sinners out there. The links to both are in the description.